Hi everybody, welcome to Mills Cottage. I'm Rebecca, and today we're going to be doing something super cool that I want to start, and it is cooking my family recipes. Some of them are family recipes, some of them are just my favorite ones, or just ones that my family and friends love to cook. So today we're making smothered chicken, and my mother is actually here to teach us how to do it. Alright, so here we go.
There's a million different ways to smother chicken, and I've probably never done it exactly like this before. So
We just put
you're just making it
a
up
cube
as
of
you go.
butter. We got
Probably about 2 tablespoons. I'm just beating it to try to get it kind of the same. Because that just helps it cook. Oh, she made the drawer for you.
I'm gonna make some rice to go with the chickens.
Now, fancy cooking shows, they would tell you don't crowd the chicken in the
Skillet.
skillet. But when you have 4 children and a husband, that just kind of goes both ways. I'm going to pick my chicken here on the stove top more, and then I'm just going to let it. I'm going to put the smothering agent.
In the pan. Ooh, I like that. It's more of a one pan than
Yeah.
a two pan. Onion.
Oh, it's starting to like smell like French chicken around here. When I get these chicken cooked where I want them to be, I'm gonna take them off and let them sit on the plate, and then I'm gonna cook the onion, and then I'm gonna take them out, and I'm gonna check the grease that's left. It's just really not grease, it's oil and butter. And then I'm going to put the flour in and make like a roux. And then I'll just put the chicken on.
It sounds more complicated than it is, folks.
Way down by turning the temperature down, but I didn't want it to cook too fast because I went from browning it to cooking it. So that makes sense. Like when you're browning it, you can do it at a higher quickly get it brown. What is it? Oh.
Is that toilet paper?
Yes, I had to go blow my nose, but I didn't wash my hands. Well, it's got just a little char on it.
That's alright.
That's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it too.
It generally takes chicken about, depending on the thickness of it, anywhere from like 7 to 10 to 12 minutes on each side, depending on the doneness that you want it to. Of course, you'll always want chicken done. You only get salmonella or something. But what I'm saying is the degree to you want it done when you're going to smother it.
Alright, so now we're taking the chicken off the heat, putting it on a plate on the side. Nice and golden. Delicious. Look at all that goodness. Alright, now we're putting in the onions.
My stepdad was a great cook, and he always said, you want to flavor the food. You don't want to taste the flavoring. You want to taste. In other words, you don't want to taste the seasoning. You don't want to taste. He was from Lafayette, Louisiana. He was Cajun. You don't want to taste the cayenne pepper.
Right.
You want the cayenne pepper to bring out the flavor of the meat that you're putting it on.
Right.
Yum. It's starting to smell like restaurant up in here. It's just one of those cases that we're using what we have. So I don't know how much this is. It's that much.
It's about half a container. A mushroom.
Yeah, and I got this much. This is not going to make much. It's just going to give the dish some color. I'm going to get all this up out of this pan and hurry before it burns. Turn the heat down too. Ideally, you would probably use about somewhere between 1 and 3 tablespoons. I'm not really trying to make gravy here. I'm just wanting to thicken it up.
This is just all-purpose flour we got.
We don't want to pour this all in there at once. We just want to do a little at a time. You don't get this on Food Network, folks. This is just live cooking with Marmee.
Live cooking with Marmee.
It's not even Brenda Gantt cooking here. If you just be patient with it, you can usually fix it. I'm gonna taste it for the pepper.
I would either say garlic salt or some sort of salt. But it's really good as is.
It's really good as is.
You're just trying to perfect it.
The cayenne is just putting it over the top in my book.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll just put a little garlic salt. Turn this off.
Put our chickens back in there.
Mm-hmm. You know, if you have wine, you could put that in here too. That would have been good. Now you can eat this right now, or we could put a lid on it and let it sit for a minute.
Jonathan, it's time, dear.
I think it will. Usually if it looks good, it tastes good.
Wow, guys, it was so good. All of us ate our food. It was so, so, so delicious. You have to try this recipe. It is so good. We are officially calling this Marmee's Smothered Chicken because she kind of took it and made it her own.
It was created right in front of your eyes. We cook as we go.
right in front of your eyes.
Right in front of your eyes.
Because you didn't follow a recipe. You just kind of went with what you had. So how did you get to that point in your cooking experience to just go with the
Well,
flow?
obviously, you can see I have some experience. And mainly, I did take cooking in college, but really what has helped me the most is watching Ina Garten, the
Ina
barefoot
Garten.
contestant on Food Network, cook. I've watched every single show at least once, probably more like 3 times. I learned a lot of methods from her, and really cooking is just about methods. And then I started watching a Hungarian lady on YouTube. Her name is, what's her name?
I don't know. We'll put her link
We'll
down
put
in the
her link
description
down
box.
in the description box. And also a Japanese girl named Nami, Nami. It's amazing how people from different parts of the world, literally, their cooking methods are so similar. And just watching them cook with what they have instead of using a recipe, that's where I've learned. And I've cooked by a recipe long enough that I know the basics.
Right. I think, just literally using what you have to make, and then using the resources you have. For example, if you found this video on YouTube, you've already realized the resource that is YouTube. So find some other people that you like, that you relate to, that you want to learn from, and learn from their styles of cooking, because that is a free resource. If you're brand new to cooking and it intimidates you, if you can read and follow directions, go get you a recipe book, go get you a cookbook, because that is literally all it is just reading the directions, reading the ingredients list, and doing what it says. And that is how, when I started living on my own, that's how I learned, is Pinterest recipes or cookbook recipes or things I found online. It's just reading the recipe and doing what it says. And then the more you make it, you can figure out what you want to add and take out and things like that.
Also, another great YouTube and Facebook person to learn to cook from is Brenda Gantt, G-A-N-T-T.
Mm-hmm.
My son, I would like to say that I taught him how to cook. He really just took it upon himself to watch her.
Mm-hmm.
And he would just watch her and stop and do what she did,
Yep.
and then turn it back on and do what she did and turn it back off and on like that. That's
Yep.
how he learned how to cook, and he is a phenomenal cook.
He is. He taught himself. Back to this specific recipe, it was so good. The only thing that I would like to say is, if you're a gravy person, you want to probably make a little bit more gravy than what we did. But what other things did you want to say about this dish specifically?
Things that I've learned watching these people is to layer your seasoning as you go. So like, put the seasoning, salt and pepper on your, and whatever else you're going to put on your chicken, and cook that. And then when you cook your onions, you know, layer them with seasoning, whatever you're going to use. Then obviously when you get to the point of before I put the chicken and the stuff back in the gravy, I tasted it to see if it needed adjustment, and we did put more garlic, salt, and a little dash cayenne.
Bam! So anyways, this was a great dish. I hope this inspired you to maybe try this recipe. We're going to put the recipe, where are we going to put this recipe? We're going to put it somewhere.
In the comments.
We'll put it in the comments. We'll put it in
the comments.
We're going to put this recipe down in the description box or down in the comments.
That's what I meant to say.
And so make sure that if you want to try it, take a whack at it. Tag us in it. Share it with us. We want to see if you've tried it. And then make sure you go follow my mom's channel. It's LaDonna Mills Lifestyle. She has a YouTube and a Facebook channel. She would love to see you over there. And then make sure that if you are new and this is your first time watching us, that you go watch some other videos that we've posted. And if you watch us all the time, leave a comment, leave us a like, and we would love to hear from you guys. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We'll see you later.